What if I told you the pain crushing you today is the very fire that will crown you tomorrow? He sat in the shadows, whispering, "I'm finished." But his soul answered, "No, you're only being forged." Every failure echoed like a curse. Every scar screamed like a wound that never healed. Every betrayal poisoned his trust. Yet still, the silence said, "This is shaping you." He cried, "Why me?" The voice inside thundered, "Because you were born for scars." "Why this endless pain?" "Because pain is the proof of greatness." "Why so many losses?" "Because loss clears the way for destiny." He clenched his fists and whispered, "Then let destiny carve me." The world mocked, enemies laughed, friends disappeared. Even his family said, "Stop before this destroys you." Through broken lips, he answered, "If I stop, I'll live destroyed forever. Better to die fighting than to live begging." Storms ripped through his life. Fires consumed what he built. Betrayals left him bleeding. But every time he rose, every single time he rose. And he declared, "You can crush me, but you cannot kill my will. You can strip me of everything, but you cannot strip my persistence. You can break me 1,000 times, but I will rise 1,001. Ashes turned to foundations. Scars turned to armor. Storms turned to wings. The laughter grew quiet. The whispers grew louder. The awe grew unstoppable. And soon they said, "He cannot be broken." But he never lived for their approval. He lived for his mission. When the young asked him, "How did you do it?" he smiled with fire in his eyes. "You think scars are curses. They are credentials. You think pain is punishment. It is preparation. You think failure is the end. It is the beginning." He told them, "Every loss made me wiser. Every betrayal made me sharper. Every failure made me stronger." The boy once mocked as cursed became the man feared as indestructible. The scars that once shamed him became the crown on his head. The storms that once buried him became the force that lifted him higher. When asked his greatest lesson, he said, "The world broke me 1,000 times, but I rose 1,001. That is why I am unshaken." He told them, "Don't pray for fewer storms. Pray for stronger wings. Don't ask for lighter burdens. Ask for broader shoulders. Don't wish for comfort. Wish for courage. Because greatness is never born in peace. It is carved in war. Legends are never made in safety. They are made in scars." One day he stood taller than every ruin behind him. He whispered, "They buried me, but I grew roots. They drowned me, but I became the ocean. They broke me, but I became unbreakable." And his story became legend, not because he never fell, but because he never surrendered. So what if I told you your pain is not the end, it's the beginning? What if I told you your scars are not shame, they are your crown? What if I told you your storms are not punishment, they are your wings? And one day, when you rise, you'll whisper, "They tried to finish me, but they only forged me into fire."